Welcome to the Fans Perspective, episode 6. Got my nigga JD in here. How you feeling?
Top of the top. Hey, what's going on with you, big bro? Everything good. I was, I was not label, you know what I mean? But man, everything good, big bro. Appreciate you for having me, man. 100% allowed me to come on here and talk with my.
Hell yeah. Bogey, how you feeling, man?
It's always a good time to chop it up, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you already know, slow motion in the big ocean, trying to stay afloat. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Yeah. All right. So the first joint I want to talk about is Big Meech just came home. Welcome home, Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people gonna be like expecting. I don't know. I was scrolling on social media and I'm hearing like strippers coming out like, man, it's just stuff ain't been the same. This, that, and the third. I said, man, I don't even know if Big Meech's gonna be on that type of time right now. Like, you know what I mean? I get that man a chance to breathe, man. Like,
imagine him. Like the visually, how bad the aesthetic will look if he's in the club throwing raquitos, right?
Yeah.
Because then it could be like, yo, where's he getting this money from? Even if someone's like, here, your Big Meech, here's 50 bands, go ahead and throw that shit. It's just gonna look, you know what I mean? I don't think he wants to do anything to get any kind of negative eyes on him right now.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to lay low. But there's something that came out that I think he might have to address once he start getting on these platforms. I'm gonna put this in. It's right here.
Yeah, bro. But
all right.
Yeah, because he did 20 out of 30.
And worked for Vibe and a lot of other different companies, and I become a branding and marketing specialist over the years. Wow. That's my whole thing.
All right,
you never know how circumstances change. You need all types of people in your corner. But so I got with Sosa, I got connected through Sosa because at the time I was doing what I'm doing, helping Pops. They brought me to Pops and it was business. I stayed at the house for 15, 20 minutes. So I had that girl.
Now, who is Pops? Who do you call him Pops?
Pops is Wayne, Weezy.
Oh, Weezy. Oh.
Regarding, her position, trying to help. They brought out because she seems so out of place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the time, I didn't question it. I just did what I was asked to do, which was to look out for the family. So I was looking out, trying to connect with her. I was dealing with Tony at the time. They were trying to do their little BMF Wives shit. And long story short, I held Pops down, Wayne down the entire time organization. No one around could tell me what to stand and do, man. Take care of your business and your reputation in a good way preceded itself. So I understand now based on from what
the federal prison. Originally, I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. That's why 50 when he came in, because we put a assistant release order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen. So 50 ran it through that star shit that he run that other corny shit he did. So what happened was, homie, I wasn't even the original target. They wanted to get a little Mexican. He's actually a cartel member out of L.A. named Suarez. You'll see his name in the paperwork, Fidel Suarez. He was their initial target. You feel me?
Right.
He was their initial target. But with me calling in while they were trying to set up Fidel Suarez, she clicked over and told the agents who was listening to her and Suarez, hold on, this is Cuff. And when they heard the name Cuff, they went fucking crazy. And that's when her and Meech turned the scheme toward me. You feel me? So what it did was, this was what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to give Meech a time cut for her cooperation and set me up. But also, it kills two birds with one stone. It puts me in jail, and now they don't have to split any of the revenue with me. My buddy and my partner along with me his name is Louis Burrell. That's MC Hammer's big brother.
That's who Tammy was coming out here to see.
That was me.
And I'm gonna tell you the year. That was 2015.
All right. So basically, like they were saying that you know, Big Meech was working with some chick named Tammy. Tammy was the one that put the whole deal together with 50 for the Star situation. And basically Tammy supposedly set him up to get picked up by the feds or whatever. So they trying to say that Big Meech, allegedly that Big Meech was snitching through a third party, which sounds like some bullshit because I've been hearing this for a little minute. As far as the dude Sosa, I think he was a driver for BMF.
Yeah, I remember Sosa. Sosa was doing a lot of interviews going around talking and shit 100%. But Brett talking about that he had the rights to the movie, and so they wanted to do the movie, and that's part of the reason why Meech got him, did so and so, because the bride that they talking about, she's the one that's next to 50 helping run the little shit, the TV show and shit like that. I was watching some of this last night, but bruh saying that he had the rights, he owned the rights to the motion picture, like with like how he said about MC Hammer Brother. MC Hammer Brother had the plug at Paramount or at one of the movie studios or something like that, because he's known for doing entertainment, not only music, but he's known for moving around, making stuff shake in the entertainment business 100%. And so once 50 got involved or something like that, I guess they sicked him on him or something like that to go ahead and get Bray out the way. That's what Chubby talking about.
Now, this is the thing that I'm thinking, right? Just sitting back,
did I say his name right? I said Chubby.
Cuffy.
Excuse me, my bad, Cuffy.
My bad. So this is the thing that I'm thinking about, right? In 2005, Meech was the only person that I was seeing on the Smack DVDs with the BMF doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
And then when you
had the joint with Vlad. Remember back in the days, Vlad did a whole in-depth kind of like a little mini
about that shit.
I didn't even see that shit, to be honest.
Yeah,
I see the one on Smack DVD when they was at the mansion with the cars and all that. Blue Da Vinci. Yeah, Blue Da Vinci. You know what I'm saying? And the Smack had the whole. I think I still got that DVD. The Smack had the whole footage on it. So this is my thing, right? When I watched the series, which I'm fully caught up to the series, all the episodes so far, right? It's about how Meech and Terry came up. So the script that you wrote, who was it about?
Yeah, it was the Cuffy story.
Now, this is my question. Do you think people would rather see the Cuffy story or the Big Meech and Southwest T BMF story?
Yeah, I mean, it's the one that got signed on to go into production. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, even if any of that didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
Who would you rather see a series made out of?
Yeah, definitely Big Meech. I mean,
because I've never heard of Cuffy until Meech.
But see, you know what I mean? Cuffy say he's the first one to put $1 million in Meech's pocket. He said he known Meech since 1990. See, in the beginning of that shit, the daughter of Cuffy is breaking it down, and because it's her and her brother, Cuffy, 2 kids that call Meech their uncle, 100%. And so
I get it, right? But the thing is, we want to see Meech on the screen because that's who we know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Cuffy. I don't know Sosa. I don't know these other guys. I know when Meech, that shit looked crazy when they was doing their thing in 05. And it was Meech, Blue, the ones we know of.
Jeezy was around them a lot too.
Jeezy. There was another dude, J-Bo, you know what I'm saying? Southwest T. These are people that, I wanted to see. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's who I'm familiar with. And that's who had the most impact as far as, the big parties he was throwing. He was flying everybody out. When he went to Atlanta, he pretty much took over that shit for a little minute. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know until all the documentaries started coming out. I thought they was from Atlanta.
Yeah, me too. But then I did my research and I was like, nah, they from the D. They
from Detroit. I was like, oh shit, they really getting it in.
But my thing is, okay, saying that he finesse you out of the script, but the script is not about you though.
Yeah,
the script is about him and T.
I think it was the rights in general, because what he was trying to say is, or what he was alleging to, in the way that I was getting it, is that they were in together on doing a movie theme, because he said in the part that you just played too, and see, I didn't see that part, is where they said that they were doing the BMF wives thing. That's how it kind of like started for them to go ahead and
yeah, that happened.
Production
Because
going.
you know how,
mean,
and
so
you know how it works too, right? Like if you got a script and or whether it's a movie or even if it starts with a book, like say you're up and you get a publishing deal, they'll usually shop your movie rights deal the same time.
Yeah,
if you so like, you know what I mean, you could already have it covered if it ever comes to it, you know what I mean? And I'm sure once, you know, whoever got the rights first, obviously he was more accessible if he had thought it first, right? Cuffy, because he was first, right?
I mean, I get it, but it's like the story that Meech is doing. I don't know if y'all ever seen the BMF series, but the story is strictly about how Meech and T came up. You know what I mean? The focus is on them. So
is Cuffy in there? Is there a Cuffy character?
Not as of yet, right?
Okay.
But they showed J-Bo and how J-Bo came. Like I said, it's the immediate crew. But my thing is, it still leaves room for Cuffy to put his own story out. So it's not like it's all dead because of that. It's just you got to talk about how you came up in your story and your organization, how you was doing your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all it is. You feel me? So
yeah, it's also people's natural instinct to want to have it first, right? Like, BMF probably got a bunch of different stories they could tell, but you know what I mean? Like the most popular notable one is more likely to get the story first.
You know what though? You know, Hollywood, this happens all the time where a motherfucker say you stole my script, shit like that.
No
you know?
fault.
But you know,
I can't believe that. Only reason being because we seen Meech doing his thing.
But what I'm finna say is though, what's so fucked up about, you know, because like I said, this happens all the time in Hollywood. You hear about this shit, but what's so fucked up about this situation is the allegations of getting the police getting put on them for something about something. You know what I mean? Because he said that the bride was on the phone trying to line it up with the cartel dude, but he accidentally called and the bride tell the feds on the other line, like, man, this bruh right here. And he said that the feds went crazy when she said that. And so, you know what I mean? She's like kind of like lightweight in of trying to line shit up. You know what I mean? So you go on top of trying to steal the script and then sending that, you know what I mean? But also, you know, just to look at it another point from Cuffy way is that, you know, him and Meech, you know, we don't know what their conversations was up until Woo Wop. So they might have been in discussions like, man, because Cuffy said he got the plug with MC Hammer Brothers. So they might have been in discussions, but when Power take off the way that Power takes off, and then you get 50 trying to get the direct line to Meech, like, look, bro, you seen what I just did for Power, man. I think I can make something shake with your story. Woo, woo. You know,
and then he's like, yo, I'm gonna get your son in it.
You know, a Libra scale, like, you know, the scales on the Libra, you know what I mean? Just to try and weigh another opinion out. Not saying that's exactly what happened or whatnot, but you know.
But also he had the pull. He had the platform with stars already, and then he was
that's
able
what
to
I'm saying. He had the relationship already. So I mean, what you want him to do? Like,
and when it comes to Fifth and Stars, he saved that. He made that network become a premium channel again because people.
You know what he
did that whole thing with Meech to look out for Lil Meech because he's 50 Cent Lil Meech to acting school.
And you know what though?
Yeah,
everything that 50 has done.
Yeah, he got his son in there. That's crazy.
And what 50 has done outside of the rap game and in the entertainment industry, that motherfucker is in fucking Shreveport with his own studios, bro. He's finna have his own shows at his own studio, like a Tyler Perry like type joint, bro. And this is only the beginning for bro, 100%.
Yeah, and he coming out with the streaming channel, like he's just going.
Yeah, he's just going.
Yeah,
my mama.
And he's ill for that one too, because you know them them streaming channels is gonna have some exclusive shit, and like
It
he
is gonna
already
be
has
free.
a good track record for like, bro. I heard he might even bring Power to that new shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he probably might, because it's gonna be free. It's gonna be right off the ass. I was just watching an interview with him. When
yeah,
just
and he was talking about what is it called? Bro, they talking about Ghost might not be dead. I was like, oh shit.
I don't know about that. I think he's but you know, I just feel like, man, you know, these are some heavy allegations. You know,
These are allegations
to say that Meech told on somebody. I don't know about that, man.
These can be cleared up real quick because there will be paperwork, and like if you know what I mean, like, you know, you got the 1090 Jakes of the world. Like someone's gonna find it if it exists, and I don't. think
I think Brad said at the beginning of the shit that I was watching, it said that, I want to say it was this, that in the paperwork in the discovery it said CSM, and he knew right off the rip that the CSM was the bride, but. Yeah. It's like Slim let off. It's a third party snitching thing. Please forgive my layman's terms. I can't remember exactly the term, but it allows them not to have their name in the joint. But Brad said at the discovery, he knew it was the bride just based on how he had the meeting with the bride.
But then they said the bride was sleeping with the FBI agent,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And then like I think I don't know if her statement or his statement became it soured it up because it's like a conflict of interest or something like that. But at the end of the day, like I don't know how much role Meech played in this right here. I could see him doing business with her, yes, you know what I'm saying, because she had all the plugs to get his shit to the next level, and she had his life rights, and she got it to the highest bidder, which put the deal together for that show to be, you know what I mean? So my thing is like, you saying that you ran off with the script, but what's the script? Because the shit is his life. From what I'm seeing so far on the show, this is his life. You know what I mean? So your script still has room to go somewhere. You just gotta put that situation together. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see how Meech,
it could be just the name of the show itself too.
It's about his life, M&T life. You know what I'm saying? Like none of these characters, I think we like 3 seasons in on that joint, and like none of those characters even got introduced yet. As far as you know, that part didn't even come up yet. So, and they could always, you know, put them out as like, you know, put another name on them, you know what I'm saying? This person served, because I know Sosa was one of the drivers for him allegedly, and Cuffy was,
you might have a character that's not Sosa, but it's like Saucy or something, you know what I mean? And like, oh, that's him.
I don't think that messes up his story though. That's my thing, because that's their life. So you trying to say that everything that he put out on Stars is your life and not his? So what, Meech was just a nobody nigga?
Right. You know what's funny is because I'm pretty sure
that don't make sense to me, man.
And most of the world is probably like us, where we just barely heard of this for the first time, right? Of him allegedly.
I've been hearing like little whispers of this shit over. First, it just started with Sosa, then it started with Blue, but Blue got, you know, he got under fire for taking a safety valve in a case where he got caught up at. So basically, with the safety valve is if you ain't got no charge, you never caught, you know, you never been to prison and nothing like that, then the feds will offer you something to safety valve. I think they can't charge you with over 5, but you have to explain your role in the whole conspiracy, right?
Yeah, so it's cooperating.
But by you explaining your role and not implicating anybody else, you're a part of an organization. So it's gonna confirm things that they already was pondering on. You know what I'm saying?
Things
if
that
it
are
was
already
you by yourself, then it's just you telling on you. That, you know, that's all fine and dandy. But when you're part of an organization and they want to put little pieces together, you telling exactly what your role was, they can confirm certain shit just based on that. And he got 5 years for that. And that's why Meech called him a rat. You know what I'm saying? So now he's coming home with the jacket, and now it's like he's trying to that now he brings up the thing with Cuffy and this and that and trying to. I'm just like, man, stop the bullshit. Stop.
Dang, that's crazy.
You did what you did, and it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you said that you took the safety valve. You know what that is. You have to explain your role in the conspiracy. Now, he said his role was snatching bricks out the car, whatever. All right, but you confirmed that niggas had bricks in their car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who was the cars driven by? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who owned these cars? They might already know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's just confirming things for them.
Exactly. Like, so it's just like you got called out to be a rat, and it turned out.
Going back to, I know this kind of came and went, right? But the Gunna thing, when he agreed that they are, saying, yes, like, when he's like, yes, ma'am, are they a crime organization? Yes, ma'am.
People say, oh,
gang. Yes,
and they say, oh, well, what Gunna says can't hurt, you know, can't hurt Gunna or can't hurt Thug or some shit, can't be used to try. But it doesn't matter. You confirmed that they was a gang and they need to be, you know, whatever. So it's like we heard that. So you ratted, homie. Like it is what it is. Take your look. Like
what is Cuffy alleging here? He's alleging that he was working with the Peoples during that whole time, or
no, that motherfucker said in that video that he's the first person to put $1 million in Meech's pocket. So you know,
but is he the one but you know how he's alleging that he has a third party snitch, for lack of a better term, right? Mm-hmm. And like, you know, his name might not be in the paperwork because of it. Like, so he's saying this was all from, you know, after the fact when they got popped, or like during the whole time?
You know what I think? I think honestly that homie got cut out of that movie deal.
He got sour.
He tried to. It seemed like it's some sour breeze. It's some foul breeze in there. He trying to throw mud on Son's name. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed. I could be wrong, but that's what it seemed like. All the third party snitching shit. All right, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I get what third party snitching is. Like somebody do something to you, and then yo baby mama go and tell. Oh, I ain't tell my baby mama told. But this is not that simple. You know what I mean? This situation is not that clear cut to say that Meech third party told him. I don't know about that, fam. I think that if he would have got that movie money, you would have never heard nothing about this at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion. You know, it could be some hate in there, but I don't know. You know, I know it's something that I don't know if Meech would address it or not, because sometimes it's like it's good to address things like that and get them out the way, and then sometimes, and then on the other hand, it's like you don't want to get in there too much light either. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, because I'm sure like he's gonna be vetted when he goes into these on these platforms, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, ask me that." You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So that's what I'm looking at. But you know,
yeah, because for someone like Big Meech, he's gonna come home 2 bags.
There's let me show you something.
To do things
real fast.
Like this guy Cuffy, is he still locked?
No, look. Shout out to YTV. Look at it.
I got his charges right here.
Look.
Now let's talk about Big Meech. A few hours ago, Big Meech went to his social media page and shared a post. It's his first statement after release from prison. Big Meech says, "Some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you. Learn the difference. And if you know, you know." BMF, says Big Meech. I must say that I absolutely agree with Big Meech. He's speaking facts. Welcome back home, Big Meech. So this was the first statement and comment by Big Meech after his prison release. This profound message has already sparked conversations and reflections among his followers. Many are interpreting it as a call to recognize true loyalty and genuine relationships. It's a powerful reminder of the lessons learned.
All right, don't show Jeezy in that one.
Hey, I found Brett's charges.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull them up.
Okay.
That's a fucked up jacket to put on somebody.
St. Louis St. Louis, Missouri, U.S. District Judge Rodney W. Sipple sentenced Dion Lamont Gatlin, a.k.a. Cuffy, 53, of St. Charles, Missouri, to 27 years in prison for drug trafficking charges and the use of firearms in furtherance of drug trafficking, resulting in death. According to court documents, Gatlin was the leader and the organizer of the Gatlin drug trafficking organization. The organization brought heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, and other drugs to St. Louis area for distribution from 2009 to 2014. And it go on. And this is from this is from the ATS website. So
all right. So what that had to do with me? His story sounds
well, you know, they were in Missouri. You know, they had, you know, they went through. They just wasn't in Atlanta. They had a distribution hub through a lot of states in the
Texas,
100%,
St. Louis, Texas, Missouri, Atlanta, Detroit, California. Was it Nevada? Like there, I remember I saw like a little map where they colored out all the places they allegedly had distros, and it was everywhere.
Yeah.
I
mean, you know, I like I said, it still leaves room for his story at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to tell his story, like you could write a book, you could come up with another movie script. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the shit is open. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think you're gonna get far trying to claim that man life story as your story. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, Meech, he gave his life rights to Tammy, which has his whole shit, you know what I'm saying, to create a movie out of. So that's his story, period.
She'll land them a good deal with Lifetime.
He's the man in his own story. He's telling his own story. I don't see the problem with that. And I don't see where you trying to stake claim on his story to say that that's my story. How? You had your own thing going on. You know what I mean? But let it be what it may.
No, 100%. And
you know, going out on this right here.
Just the fact that I'm in is that, you know what I mean? Like I said, in Hollywood, when it comes to shit like this shit happens. I mean, even when it comes to the music game, motherfucker says you stole my raps, bro, 100%. You know what I mean? Motherfucker says you copied my style, shit like that. That happens. But when on top of it, when you put allegations of, you know, the people getting involved on top of something, and this is the reason why, you know what I mean, it just adds a whole lot to it, and it needs to be more in-depth investigated, you know what I mean, the whole, not just the discovery, because the discovery is the only thing that the prosecutors give the defense in order to show why your client is being arrested for these charges. Trust me, because I know I done been through the situation. I got my discovery right here next to me, 100%, you know what I mean? So once the whole thick paperwork could come and be available, and you know what I mean. But like I said, we also seen that bruh said that it was just CS something, CS1 or whatever it was. So you know, we might not know no names, and you know,
and that's some whole shit right there, because to not know for sure and be like, well, it is him, like, you know what I mean, it's her or him, or like, you know what I mean, like that's
he's like, claiming he's this third party, but I don't see where's the evidence of that.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm saying. Right. You know, it's just this long drawn out story about, you know, the movie script and this, that, and the third. But
well, I think Lifetime will give him.
She wasn't a rat by herself.
You know, the Lifetime Network.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, they'll go ahead and pick up his movie.
They going out on that bogey?
Yeah, fuck it. Lifetime's gonna pick up Cuffy's story. They might give him like 40, 50 bands for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. I mean, when I'm gonna say going out, we don't believe you. You need more people. That's it. All right. Next topic. Oh, what you call it? I got this one. Now, this is I guess Adam 22 sat down with 4 extras. I don't know if y'all seen that.
I didn't see this, but I heard about it.
After the interview with Ruger. So
yeah, I ain't seen that.
Yeah, shout out to Clip World TV. You know, I gotta give them their props. But
big up.
Hey, you really kicked the GDs out the door, man. Hey, you really kicked the GDs out the door, man. Hey, you really kicked the GDs out the door, man.
You're right here in front of me right now. So like what are you gonna do? Because I don't think you're doing anything. period. Because yeah, I got security, but I'm gonna be real with you. The security is there to protect you, not to protect me.
Ooh.
And he always say, off the back, I'd sent you straight to heaven with your.
That's cool. I'll leave.
Now off the back.
He's respectful, man. At least he was respectful about it. You know what I'm saying? He's a polite fella.
Touch you.
Get out of here. I'm
David, he like, you know what? He like, you a handsome guy. I'm like, oh, nigga, this is act. I'm like, this nigga acting.
Man, I rock with 4Extra, bro. The energy, I like the energy, Brian. I ain't gonna lie, man. But bro, you remind me of Lotto off of 8 Mile, man. I spit a racial anything like that. You see what I'm saying? Like in those ramifications, you know what I'm saying?
I know Ruga. I know he likes a handsome guy, and I know I'm a handsome guy. So I felt like that was a perfect combination. But anyway, a lot of people have been on my ass about it.
Hey, you really kicked the GDs out the door.
Harry Potter show.
Yeah.
Are they allowed to stay after you get kicked out?
No, nigga, off the back, they gone.
They
What
gotta
were they
leave
doing?
it
Off
there.
the back, they supposed to leave. They stayed.
They wanted to finish the interview. We did like another 45 minutes. Yeah.
Oh man.
That was weird. That was crazy and weird, man. But Mandigo worry.
Or the AC and wait on these niggas to get done.
Right. The car battery probably dead by the time they get out there. Like, it's a podcast.
I'm saying, what is the beginning? Why did it turn into an argument?
All right, let me explain. It's basically like at one point I got into an argument with his homie, right? Like,
oh, I gotta say something before I continue on. Ruga homeboy staying there after Ruga left, that's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's some sucker shit. They wanted. They're
Your
trying to
partner
get
felt disrespected. We all out the door.
Yeah, even when he's raising up, they kind of just chilling. One of them's looking.
Yeah,
at his phone.
that was some bullshit. Like straight up, no kizzy right there. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
But
the fucking even the security was like, what did he say? He said, I'll catch that fade. He said, and then the homies just sat there, bro. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Garbage.
and I said some rude shit. I basically quoted a King Von song dissing his friend or whatever. So, and
You dirty for that, man.
the King Von lyric was making light of the fact that his homie got shot in the head. Okay, not polite for me to quote that. You know,
You left that part out, Adam.
Yeah, you left that part out.
You left that part
out
out.
of this clip, yeah, because this is like a 20-minute argument, honestly, before like things really get heated.
You left that part out.
You kind of wrong for the Adam. You kind of wrong for this now.
No, totally, I agree.
Come on.
Okay, but there's two different things.
He should have warned you though.
But that is one thing, is like that you can acknowledge that I was wrong for saying that, right? But then in addition to that, like he's sitting there and he's basically like getting on my ass for saying that, but ignoring the fact that this dude said all this crazy shit to me. And when I said that to him, I was just responding, I was just like responding to him dissing me. And in my perspective, it's like, how are you going to sit here and tell me that I am so at fault for dissing him when he showed up in my DM dissing me first? And the only thing he can say is like, oh, you said this other thing in this podcast. It was nothing in comparison to what he was saying about me. So my whole thing is, don't come here and do a podcast with me and tell me that I'm in the wrong 100% and I need to sit here and be scolded by you and listen to you when your homie came at me first,
So you basically saying he disrespected you first already.
His homie came, yeah, exactly.
So when that nigga got there and you start talking to him, like, no, nigga, don't get extra down now. Nigga, you said this.
I was being respectful, but then he wanted to do this whole little podcast thing where he would just basically talk shit to me. I was gonna have to sit there, get reprimanded. I was gonna have to just listen to him tell me how I'm so fucked up and I'm so wrong. And my whole thing is like, nah, bro, like I don't give a fuck all that shit you're talking. And if you're gonna justify it by saying like, oh, I could beat you up, it's like, well, you're right here in front of me right now. So like what are you gonna do? Because I don't think you're doing anything. Period. Because yeah, I got security, but I'm gonna be real with you. The security is there to protect you, not to protect me. Because I'm not doing the fist fight thing.
Off the back,
I'm gonna send you to go do a show with Tupac. So Ruga, don't play with me.
Ooh,
All right, enough of that goofy shit.
that's crazy. That guy is
Yeah, what you think though?
Let me jump out the window, bro. That motherfucker said he said a King Von lyric to get back at him, right? That was during not the Ruger interview. That's the Wooski interview,
yeah,
right?
Wooski, yeah.
And so, like, right, okay. So if Wooski talking shit about you, you know what I mean? Why you can't bag on him? You know what I mean? We call bagging the dozens or, charging,
Or even back in the days, that's what we used to call capping. Before cap, like, he got capped on.
Like, really, you want to go and use something that his ops, so-called ops, alleged ops, somebody that had something did to him from that side, allegedly, and you want to use that to poke the bear, bro. He's done that multiple times. You hear Fo Extra back there. You hear Fo Extra back there like, bruh. You even hear motherfucking Trap Lord Ross say like, bro, what the fuck? And that's not the first time he's done that, because he's had the Hoovers on there before, and he's so tied in, Fo Extra and them from the other side of a different community from what the Hoovers is from, and he's so tied into the other side of the community, he was the bear on that podcast. Now what this motherfucker just said is that, oh, okay, you want to come fight me? Wooski got something wrong with him, bro. 100%. You disrespected my homeboy and my other homeboy that's passed away. May he rest in peace, his mama and shit like that. So I'm here to stand up for them, bro. But yet now you want to play the victim and say, no, I don't box and shit like that, bro. You was poking the bear and you knew what you was doing, bro. 100%. That's not cool. You using street politics to poke the bear, but then you want to run back and say, nah, you're not a part of it and shit, but you know what you're doing. Just the homies right there on the podcast winning right there just said it.
Yeah, and I respect Ruger in that aspect where he was like, listen, that was my best friend, folk. You know what I mean? He was like, he's talking about Wooski like before, you know what I mean? And like how he ain't the same no more. Obviously, after getting
and the crazy thing, not to cut you, just to add this one in here. The reason why he caught the headshot is because when he went to Dusky funeral, was it Dusky? Yeah, it was Dusky funeral.
Yeah, it was one. It was one of the other guys that got murdered. Yeah, and then they went.
Yeah, so that was part of.
He was the only one coming out shooting allegedly.
Exactly. He got caught in a shootout. You know what I'm saying? Trying to defend his homies, Ruger and them homies at the funeral. So that homie's a soldier. So it's like, come on, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And then even
Wooski's brother is from O-Block.
Yeah, and think about this.
His brother
Ruger was on there. Ruger was still on there trying to help the guy out. He's like, listen, folks, that shit's gonna get you fucked up out here. He's just like, let's let him know. He's like, oh, I ain't gonna get fucked up out here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, well, no. What you doing is gonna get you fucked up out here. Like, it's just facts. And he refused to hear it. And and he kept egging him on. That's why he was like, listen, what if I popped you in the mouth? And then if you notice it too, you see the little reflection of the security. He come in there. And then, you start seeing Ruger, looking at the security direction. And then that's when Adam started turning up to the max. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like that either. Like, oh, now you turning up because your boy came out with the pistola. You know what I mean? Like,
no. Adam keep a pistol under that desk.
Oh, word. Okay.
Yeah, I peeped it one time on one of the episodes.
Oh, word.
Somebody knees had hit it. Yeah. But regardless,
you weren't playing when he said, "Hey, they here to protect you."
But even still, like, you see, you campaigning for a certain type of you campaigning for some shit. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, he's looking for that reaction exactly.
You go fuck around and get elected.
Yeah, exactly. He's fishing for that. He's fishing for that virality
to get elected. Because let me tell you something. You see, the thing is, what Adam don't realize is that I don't wish bad on nobody, you know what I'm saying, and nothing like that. But if a situation like that were to go down, it ain't gonna be nothing you expect. You know what I'm saying? A person to catch you going to the grocery store, taking your mom somewhere, you know what I'm saying? They don't even necessarily got to be at your show, because if somebody want to do something, they're not going to come to your show and sit down at all. So if you moving around, you creating all this energy, all this negative energy, you moving around in the world, and then you in a spicy city like LA, just hope you don't run into a crash out.
For real.
Because when you playing with these politics and trying to do this puppet master nonsense, like you enveloping yourself in the bullshit.
But look how he got the homies around him, though, bro. The homies is around him. You know what I mean?
True.
He got the extra. He got the extra.
But when you moving around outside,
you got to keep
around outside your show, right? Do you have 4-5 dudes following you around outside your show?
I
Because
mean,
you got to go to the grocery store, right? Or you order everything. You don't come outside at all.
or like, you know,
On those trips.
his lady's a very public figure. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if somebody wanted to hurt him, it's gonna be easy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's just like, you know, you campaigning for a certain type of energy, and it may come in the name. When you revel in that bullshit like that,
Yeah.
you know, it
Right, bro.
can turn against you. That energy can turn against you, and it might not be nothing that you it's not going to be something that you expect. That's the thing. It's
And it
not
don't
gonna
even
be
got to be
like
none of the gang shit. It's just
It don't even have to be that.
bringing to yourself. You know what I mean? And you are completely right about that, bro. And that's the fact. Like, bro knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? And you know what though, bro? You know how you said that about the fucking security being there, or somebody said something about going over the table. I think he wants that. He wants
It'll go viral.
most viral shit.
Yeah,
It'll go
yeah.
viral.
And it's only gonna be 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he got the homie, I mean, his security there, 100%. He got somebody right there doing the interview next to him.
And this is the thing, you gonna shoot a motherfucker dead on live TV?
Huh?
You gonna shoot because that's what he insinuating from what I seen. So you're gonna shoot
Adam said
somebody.
that?
You gonna remember when he said I'm not doing no fighting.
Oh, he
I'm
don't
gonna
gotta
shoot a
do no
motherfucker to
fight.
do a song with Tupac. That's what he said.
Yeah.
He said what?
He said, I'm gonna send him. I'm gonna send him to go do a show with Tupac.
Oh shit! I didn't
Hold
hear
up.
that.
Let me play that one more time.
Yeah, he went in. I was like, whoa.
Let me play that one more time.
I didn't know he had the strapola under the table all the time.
Hold on.
That nigga's not finna pop. Man, do you know we're in California, bro? You can't pop nobody because
Security is there to protect you, not to protect me. Because I'm not doing the fist fight thing.
Off the back,
I'm gonna send you to go do a show with Tupac. So Ruger, don't play with me.
This is where we did.
All right. So right there. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me if somebody tap your jaw, you gonna turn around and shoot them on live on
for something you said.
But see, because California like New York when it comes, so you can't just gun somebody down because they tap your jaw.
No, you can't.
In a show setting.
You can't, bro.
So I don't know where that even makes sense, but whatever.
That is funny. I mean,
maybe he got the complexion for protection. Who knows?
I was just about to say that.
Who knows?
I was trying to find the words to say it. You nailed it.
Oh my mama, that shit crazy, bro.
No,
I mean, and like, yeah, here's my thing too with everyone that he surrounds himself with. Like, as long as you keep feeding them, they won't get hungry and look at you like food. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
as long as you got a lot of money.
But you got some people that don't care about money. Like I said, like when you play them type of games, all it takes for you to step on the wrong motherfucker toes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Are you gonna stay in California, or are you gonna go do interviews elsewhere and go to other places and stuff like that? Because I see him move around sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it can, and then this is.
And he does roll around with Brick. He brings Brick Baby everywhere with him because Brick is with the crash out. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Supposedly.
Yes. You know, I mean, that's what he portrays himself as.
Yeah, Brick is tapped in too, though.
Yeah, for real though.
Brick tapped in heavily, bro.
No, for sure. But it's just like you can't stop a crash out from crashing out. A motherfucker ain't gonna care who you standing around. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you see, it's like the unexpected. Like you walking somewhere, you got your security with you, you got Brick with you, and a nigga just come out of nowhere and just then what?
I'm assuming they would have it could be as simple as like for example, Brick, he said everywhere he go, he drops the low on all his homies just in case, right? And see that, and I'm pretty sure when Adam moves around, he don't post where he's going, so he could be a little more elusive. But it could be one of them days somebody just get opportunistic, like, hey, bro, Brick is over here with Woo Wop. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? And you see the sad part about it is like Like I see him playing puppet master with these dudes, and I'm like, y'all dudes, you know, that's a play on y'all intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah.
like, you know, you finna crash out.
It's the
You
master
finna
and
crash out
slave
for your
mentality,
employee.
bro.
That's basically what you're telling me. You're gonna crash out for your employee.
Right.
'Cause I
Basically,
ain't crashing out for mine.
basically that's what that is. And see, and that's the thing though, like, cause I just found a lost episode on the iPad that me and Wax did.
Yeah, I just watched that joint.
Good looking, big bro, on my mama. And we was talking about how it was done before, it was before the summertime, and we was talking about how you know when Brick went over to back on Fig, you know what I mean? And it was the whole situation when still talking about the breakup between the old host and the new host coming and whatnot. And Brick basically said it was like the WWE when they was going through it. And like I said, you know, Brick is from a community. The back on Fig, I mean, the back on Fig fellas is from a different community. And you know, historically they shit don't mesh. So for them three brothers to go ahead and have a sit down in the same place at the same time, especially on camera, and talk about the shit, you know, that was a hell of a move. So my point is that the new people that's over there, or the people that's over there at No Jumper, they have to continue while they're over there blowing up their own platform, bro, because we just seen the shit with Sharp now. You know, Adam says he paid Sharp to come out here and live, hoping that he thinking that he gonna blow up, but also throwing him up under the bus while they talking about the breakup. And you know, Sharp was on fire, and I felt, you know, I didn't know that he moved out there, but I understand why he moved out there, because at the beginning of while he was doing his thing, and even at the breakup of the old podcast host, nigga, he was still doing his thing. But it just goes to show at any given time, like you just said, Slim, you gonna crash out for your employer, because that's the only way you gonna stick around, bro. And motherfuckers is realizing, like, man, you don't got no ownership in this company. He's taking away shows, so that's taking away money out your pocket and opportunities, you know what I mean, etc., etc., etc. You know what I mean? You can only go so far on his platform because you're an employer. You don't have no equity, You didn't build the platform. You're just here trying to establish yourself and push your hit, you know what I mean, his content. So while you there, it's a stepping stone, but you still got to stay creating your own content, nigga, like the nigga Flacco. Flacco, he No Jumper thing, but nigga, outside of No Jumper, he doing his motherfucking thing, bro, 100%. And that's what we gotta say.
Adam is not stupid. Adam know what they want. He know eventually they all gonna want to establish their own page.
Yeah.
So what he's trying to do is trying to extract the value out of them while they're there. Before they move on, and you know,
and like, you know, he was pretty. Routinely he would bring up how Back on Fig is doing, right? Because he's definitely pocket watching them, because his claim to
they
fame,
became
like, well,
competition now.
yeah, without being on No Jumper first, they don't have their own shit. So it's like, I see what you're saying when he's trying to extract the value out. So when he sends them out, they, you know what I mean, he hopes they fall flat. You know what I mean?
But see, you know what? Something too. You know what's messed up about that situation with Back on Fig and Adam 22 is that the unfortunate part of it, right, is that Back on Fig may not be able to get everybody who they may want on their podcast because of gang politics, which Adam can do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so that's the only thing that I be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say, like, you know, cats got to start, you know, putting that BS to the side, man, and linking up to get some kind of money together. Because how you got this dude, he already up millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? He can he can bring whoever he want on the platform. If they have beef, they're gonna put it aside to get that money. But then when it comes down to somebody that's from, you know, the same walk of life, they can't do that because they might be able to do with certain people, but they can't. They're not gonna have the reach that Adam has because of the politics. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like the Traveler Ross said something in there, was like, "Oh, you really kicking out all the GDs or whatever." It's like, because he is, like, you know, whether it's J Main and he's going in on J Main, or he's going in on Woozy or Butta, or, you know what I mean, or like FBG Duck's mom. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't
He's
really
trying to bully that whole fucking.
homie mom. Like,
He picks sides of the politics.
Yeah, that whole little, you know, that whole little section right there. He on the other side of it, but he's just poking the bear. Like,
He picks sides on the politics, bro, and ain't got
Yeah.
nothing to do with it, bro. Oh, my mama,
nothing.
you're a fucking fan, bro. Just sit back, do the interviews, and be unbiased, bro. 100%. But he got to be biased in certain ways because he needs that certain motherfuckers around him because he can't do what he do and be not unprotected and feel not safe where he conduct his business at 100% because we seen it before. We seen Milk go up there. We seen Fo Extra go up there because he wanted to talk to Brick about the shit with DW Flame. Man, he go up there knocking on the door. Man, we trying to get up in this motherfucker. Woo woo. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. That motherfucker, he has to pick sides in this type of shit because he wants us to continue to do the content. He wants to feel safe where he at. And, you know, bruh, like you said, bro, you know, he can only, you know, he has to feed the people 100%. If he don't, you know, mouth's gonna get hungry. You know what I mean?
Niggas gonna try to start biting at them ankles.
You ain't lying.
Anything going out on this joint though?
Just be the victim when you poke the bear, bro. You know what I mean? And then you talking tough like you gonna send somebody to woo wop. Like, come on, bro. That shit ain't even cool. That type of energy. This is a podcast for him, bro. 100%, man. The conversation rule the nation, bro. You want to get all the conversation out there that you want, but you know what I mean? This motherfucker got a formula to crack the algorithm, and he's with the bull crap. You know what I mean? You know that when the hornet's nest get, you know, rattled up, and you know what I mean? It make everybody run and whatnot, and he likes everybody running to his channel when the motherfucking hornet's nest gets stirred up 100% because it hadn't even been no big news over there until this Sharp stuff and this stuff right here, bruh. It's been like 4 months, 3 months since it's been kind of quiet. You know what I mean? So it's like every quarter, I gotta stir the hornet's nest.
Yeah, bruh.
Anything going on, Bogey?
You know, like they're kind of protected in that LA bubble because if like, say for example, if these Chicago cats wanted to like fuck with Adam for real, you know what I mean? They're gonna have to go and get tapped in with someone out there. You feel me? And like, you know, even the word might get around. Like he's almost kind of, it's kind of annoying because he's in this little bubble.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Me knowing how a lot of cats move. Nobody from Chicago from the fly out there do nothing to him.
See what I'm saying?
But if he move around and bump into a Chicago nigga somewhere else, you know.
It might be a different story.
That can go any which way.
And one thing, I will say one more thing on Adam is kind of off topic, but like just even the fact that Adam will go like and like, you know, hang out for a couple of days with Woody or whatever his name is, you know what I mean? And like known snitch. And like, I don't know, it's just like the people that are trying to come up in this game, they'll still sit with him even though like he's with all this extra shit. You know what I mean? Like
Woody?
What's up?
Talking about Woody?
No, I'm talking about anyone else. Like the fact that he'll sit with guys like Woody, or he'll what's the word I'm looking for? He'll fence hop. You know what I mean? Yeah, like and then people are still willing to go on there because the platform's so big. When it's like I kind of just wouldn't even shake hands with someone like that. You know what I mean?
What would you do for a platform?
Facts, 100%, bro.
Hey man, it's the Duke Klondike bar, man.
For real. All right, so off that. All right, next time I'm gonna take you somewhere a little different. Bring this out here.
The 22 stir.
At Tesla's We Robot event in LA overnight, a glimpse at what could be the future of driving.
We have 50 fully autonomous cars here tonight.
CEO Elon Musk unveiling what he says is the company's first fully self-driving robotaxi. The two-door cab with no steering wheel and no pedals is powered by AI and will cost around $30,000.
We'll see autonomous cars become 10 times safer than a human.
The new car is expected to hit the road by 2027. Musk also announcing a robo-van that can carry up to 20 people.
The future should look like the future. Now, can you imagine going down the streets and you see this coming towards you?
And that wasn't all.
You can have your own personal R2-D2 C-3PO.
Check out Tesla humanoid robot Optimus.
It can do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids, it can walk your dog, mow your lawn.
It's the first product launch for Tesla since the Cybertruck was announced with a bang in 2019.
Oh my God.
Thursday's event marking a milestone for the automaker and Musk, whose self-driving dreams have been delayed by almost a decade. Today, Teslas with full self-driving capabilities still need a human in the driver's seat, ready to take the wheel if something goes wrong.
You must be fully attentive and have your hands on the wheel at all times while driving.
And even that tech is under scrutiny. Earlier this year, federal regulators said a critical safety gap in Tesla's self-driving systems contributed to at least 467 collisions, including 14 deaths. Now Tesla's Taxi is veering the company into a lane with stiff competition.
It's just me and the steering wheel here.
Google's Waymo cars have now logged more than 22 million driverless miles across 4 cities. But Tesla already has the highest selling EV in the world.
Let's get the party started.
And with its new ride, the company could go into overdrive.
And guys, there's still a couple of big questions. The first, whether the robo-taxis will be made in time. New Tesla models kind of have a track record of a lot of delays and changes.
Okay. So what y'all think about that right there?
I think he's a big kid and it's awesome. Like, because like this fool has the money to do these things. Like when he says, hey, the future should look like the future. Like, you know, remember in the 90s, you had a movie that was set in the future in like 2000 and then in the near distant future, 2028. And there's flying cars and shit. You know what I mean? Like, not much has changed. So this is kind of cool. But I also worry about like having some 12-year-old fucking genius hacker hack into these motherfuckers and start fucking cool, you know, he crashing these cars into shit. You know what I mean?
Now, what they did say was the Tesla, the robo-taxi, or whatever it's called, they don't have no steering wheel and no pedals.
And that motherfucker said it's going to be 3 times smart, or 3 times smarter than a fucking human, or 10 times smarter than a human. Like, what? Are you serious, man? I'm not letting nobody drive me. That's a real, literally nobody, bro. Drive me. It's not gonna happen.
I will say
no steering wheel and no pedals. So what that means is, if something goes wrong, you can't stop the car, you can't steer the car. You're dead, or you're seriously injured.
It's not gonna happen.
One of my partners got he got one of them Teslas that drives itself, and he has a little wristband thing you wrap around the thing, so it's like a hack. So we're driving to the studio, we're just rolling. He's rolling up, I'm drinking, smoking, like, you know, and you know, that shit was pretty dope. We're in the traffic, and he's like, I go to work in the morning, so I sleep sometimes. I'm like, damn, you're crazy.
Never. There's no way ever, bro. There's no way I could feel comfortable ever doing that in my life, bro. I done been in so many. Never mind. I done seen so much shit happen on the road before. You know what I mean, man? Fuck that. I can't put my trust into no motherfucking robot. This motherfucker said you can let the R2D2 homeboy come and teach your kids and walk your dog and cut your grass. You're not sitting nowhere near my kids, robot.
Lil Duval said that instead of putting your peoples in nursing homes, you can let the robot watch them at the house.
Nigga, what?
I said, you think I'm gonna trust my elderly peoples with a robot?
Come on now, bro. 100%.
Like,
you ain't lying.
Me. So if he flip out and do some next shit, like, I'm just, what am I supposed to do?
Is it like the Terminator for real? Like, I'm like, listen, bro, you gotta protect these kids with all costs. You know what I mean?
He said the robot is supposed to cost less than a car. So he say, because he said the Tesla Cybertruck was supposed to start at like 40,000. The joint start off at like 100 grand. So I don't know.
Yeah, but they losing value already. Motherfuckers is trying to get rid of them motherfuckers.
They're cheaply
Yeah, I was about to
made.
say the cyber.
They have good technology, but they're flimsy.
You see so I wanted to bring up this story on the other show. So the fucking 18-wheeler cyber trucks, I mean the Tesla trucks. So we had one up here going towards Reno, and it blew up. And it took 10 plus hours, I think it was, to put the fire out because of the batteries. The batteries, you can't put that fire out. Those batteries, you got to let it burn out. So it completely shut the freeway down, I-80, going up towards Reno for hella hours because they had to let that shit just burn out, bro. It was a big ass story out here about that shit, bro.
Lithium ion, that stuff is very explosive. I see somebody do like an experiment on it, and that joint, it was a battery. They took a battery.
You remember them cell phones was blowing up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, how long was it? Like 10 years ago? It was the Samsungs.
Remember Smarty?
Right, facts on my mama. That shit blew up.
The e-cigarette.
Oh, well, you ain't lying. I remember the early days too. The little motherfuckers, the jewel cases was blowing up on foods and shit.
Yeah, that joint blew up in his pocket. It took a chunk out of it.
Yeah, our homie made.
Oh, word.
Yeah, our homies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. I know he got some chili for that though.
Facts.
But another thing I want to what do y'all think about this right here? I know you probably know, I don't know if y'all know if it's out yet or not, but it's out. Let me see. All right. So the PS
coming on the PlayStation?
No, that's the PlayStation Pro. PlayStation 5 Pro. Right.
Okay.
Now
so they're not doing the numbers anymore.
Oh, it's $700.
No. I'm talking about they're not doing the numbers as in like the PS6.
No, they've been doing Pro since the
PS5.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did. Okay, so this is the Pro version of the PS5. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fucking that up.
Now the thing is, right, a lot of people don't even have the 120 hertz TV that's required for the regular PlayStation 5 to even see what
I got one.
actually do. I have it. But it's not like a.
Hey, that motherfucker sold me on. He's like, you got 120 killers, and I was like, oh, we're okay.
Yeah,
I don't even play video games on that shit at all.
Yeah, hold on. All right, hold on. You hear me?
I ain't got that TV. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, no, but it's a lot of people that don't have it. So it's just like a lot of people that don't know what the PS5 actually looks like. The majority of people that bought it after the fact, they don't know what this joint looks like when it's fully, the full graphics of it.
Yeah.
So now another thing they said is that it's 120 frames per second and advanced ray tracing. Let me tell you something. That all depends on the game. Because all games are not going to have that. That's another problem I ran into.
Yeah, a lot of that it pertains to the first person shooters because it's like a split second could be your ass. You know what I mean? So it's like that refresh rate, all that shit needs to be like even what is it called? My oldest, she used to be on the PC games. So like and it was my man Clock, he's a big gamer. He was like, you gotta get her the 40-inch Vizio woo-wop, you know what I mean? Because he was saying like anything over the 40-inch is kind of like overkill when you're playing them first shooter games, you know what I mean? Because of the way your eyes will travel.
Oh,
side to side on the screen. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you an issue I ran into, right? When I was playing Modern Warfare on the 5, and I upped it to 120 hertz, right? Because I bought another cable for it, but I bought it thinking
so you could get the max out of it.
No, I bought it thinking I lost my original HDMI cable, and I just misplaced it and ended up buying this expensive one, like gold tips and all that. But whatever.
Hey, those are the joints though, the gold tip ones.
Yeah, they were like $100 for that cable, but
yeah.
But I had, when I was running it on 120 hertz, it was freezing a lot throughout. Like when you're online, you multiplayer, it was freezing a lot. So like when the frames would move real fast, it'll start freezing, and you have to like either restart the game or you know what I mean, or restart the system. Usually the game.
Yeah.
But when I had to stop that, I had to put the internal SSD.
So you had to upgrade that?
Yeah, I had to take off the side.
Yeah, what is that? That's the video for the video card, right? Or the SD card?
No, it's a like, you know how you have an HD hard drive? This is a SSD.
Okay.
Yeah, so
so it can have enough speed, essentially, to process this in real time.
Yeah, with everything, like with everything, you know what I'm saying? Full graphics, everything. So I had to transfer the game onto because my internal SSD had too much stuff on it anyway. And I don't know if you know, but you'll get a Call of Duty game and it'll start off at 60 gigs. My Modern Warfare 2 it takes up 260 gigs right now.
Yeah. And that's how it is when I'm getting filling up shit on my hard drive. The computer will start getting super wonky if I only have so much space left. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So once I installed it and transferred Modern Warfare 3 to the SSD, then it started running fast, like with full 120 hertz or whatever refresh rate and all that. Then it started running quick, and it stopped doing that that freezing stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, they want $700 for this PS5 Pro. I've been watching like the comparisons. I don't really see much of a difference because, like I said, it depends. The games have to have those things enabled. If the games are still being made a certain way, then you're not really.
I'm sure there might be like a section on Sony Online or PlayStation Online.
Yeah,
where it's like only these people play on the Pro. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Well, I'm just saying, so everyone has that sense. You're not in there glitching while everyone else is like running around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they're getting higher and higher with their prices. Anymore,
I ain't $700 for me. My PS5 worked perfectly fine. Fuck them.
I'm not buying that.
I'll go get the TV before I go get a whole nother motherfucking PlayStation.
Man, my oldest daughter, my oldest, she's the one that got the PS5, and she don't let none of us play that shit. I even said, I was like, yo, I'm about to buy that new Street Fighter. Like, I was about to buy the joysticks and everything. I was like, but I'm gonna move it to the loft. And she's like, hell no. I'm like, all right.
Fuck that. That's mine.
It saved me a couple $100 because I was about to go all out. I was about to get the goddamn official joysticks, get 2 of them. You feel me?
Oh, everything. It was finna go down in that ball.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, because I got hyped. Because Kidda really gets down with the Street Fighter, you know what I mean?
Is that right?
And so he kind of got me back into it. He's like, bro, buy it. He's like, buy the game, bro. We'll play. I was like, because here's the thing, video games, it was just like poker for me. At one point, I just stopped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to be playing poker every night. You know what I mean? Right now, I play video games every night. Like,
that's how I was. I played video games every night, like until maybe about 15, maybe 16, 2015, 20. No, I take that back because I got on the PlayStation about 2014, the PS4 when I met you, 2014, 2015, something like that.
Well,
So
I mean, because even it wasn't just the playing the video games at home too. Like, because I grew up on Street Fighter, so we used to go out everywhere playing that motherfucker. Like, we used to go to all the golf lands, go all the tournaments, and there was real money. There was real money. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you was good, you go on a Saturday morning, and at this time is Capcom versus SNK Part 2. So that came out in 2001. That was my game for like 10 years. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, like I even had an arcade machine of it in my studio.
That's how it was for Madden for me. So a lot of the homies that I met on the game is through Madden, and like we've been knowing each other since like 09. Like the nigga Woo, me and Slim homeboy Woo. I met Woo in 09 playing Madden 100%. It's like 15. It's a crew like
PlayStation heads,
bro.
I got the Xbox too.
Facts. I'm trying to tell you, bro, on my mama. So that game, and nigga, we'll be so I'm out here on the West Coast. Woo out there. He just before he even moved down south, he's still up in the city, right? Man, that motherfucker, I'm out here 10, 11, 12 at night and the 12 in the morning, bruh, with me. And he on the east. It's 3 in the morning. You know what I mean? 100%. Maury was just born. You know what I mean? Maury was just born, bro. He'll have Maury and you can hear him as a baby.
Hey, that's exactly what happened with me, bro. 2007, I had my first one.
Maury is youngest son, excuse me.
I had my first child in 2007, and they had just came out with the Street Fighter 4. And like, so they didn't come out with it in the arcades. And by this time, arcades were already dead. So they, of course, in Japan and stuff, they had the machines, but at San Jose State, they had a machine there. You feel me?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then so I was like, oh, bro, I'm about to buy this shit. Cause they're like, oh, it's already out. I was like, oh, word. So, and then, we just had our kid and my girl wanted to get a Blu-ray. So I'm like, we're looking at the Blu-rays at the time, the Blu-ray players. It was like damn near a rack back in the days. So I'm like, oh, let's go buy a PS3, right? I'm like, it's half the price. And then I went and bought the Street Fighter 4 and then like I would have the baby every night strapped to me, just playing.
I'm gonna tell you this too. I'm gonna tell you a trick that I didn't know, right? On the PS4 Pro, right? The only way that you can play it in 4K, you have to have a 4K TV, but you have to have the 2.1 HDMI cable. It doesn't come with it. You have to buy it separate.
So it's a cheat code.
Yeah, that's how you play the PlayStation 4 Pro in 4K.
That's federal.
Yeah, I didn't even know that till I damn near about to buy the PlayStation 5.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah.
My cousin said, my cousin and Smoothie said that them new games, they're not even gonna make them for the PS4 no more, bro. Coming out right now, a lot of them they ain't even making that shit for the PS4.
Yeah, they're trying to bring them.
And they're making
you got to tell
an abundance. There's an abundance of
hooks. It's time to let it go, man. Go.
Wait, there's an abundance of PS5s these days. Like you can go.
Yeah, you can get them.
Yeah, I was just at Costco last night, nigga. Costco got the roll. All you gotta do is just pick up the slip and go take that motherfucker to the front, man. I want a PS5 right now.
Yeah, for real. I mean, because look at my daughter. She got hers from her from one of my best friends, her godfather. Because every year he would hit her and be like, and he's a Hungarian cat. What do you want for Christmas? And then I always be in the background, PS5, right? And she was like, oh, she hella modest, nothing. And then so he actually just came through with a PS5 for her one time. But he had bought like a dozen of them and he was reselling them. You know what I'm saying? And he just gave her one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the motherfuckers was going for $1,000 at one.
Yeah, $1,200 even.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Because he even told her, he's like
about 15.
He even said, he's like, if you want, he's like, you could tell your pops to sell it and tell him to give you 12. He can get it for $1,200. And I was like, oh, word. And she's like, but she was hell excited to have one. I was like, all right, fuck it.
Yo, I had bought mine from GameStop. Me and Swanee went out there. We was in Jamaica Ave, and we waited till almost 12 o'clock 12 o'clock in the afternoon, from like 3 in the morning to like 12 in the afternoon for the pre-order.
Oh wow.
Yeah, then we came back out there and snatched it up, you know what I'm saying, on the day it dropped. But the old job I used to work for, they had they let all the employees get one. So like, but you had to buy the bundle. So some of them wasn't even bothered. I was like,
what was the bundle?
Spider-Man, and it came with it came with an extra controller and Spider-Man.
Oh
yeah. So I got two vouchers, you know what I mean?
Hey, that Spider-Man game goes crazy.
Yeah, I got 2 of them vouchers. So I had I had 3. I had mines and I had 2 extra. You know what I'm saying? So I
think I remember that. Matter of fact, I think you told me I could have got
told all of y'all before I offered it to anybody else.
On my mama, I do remember that. You told me I could have grabbed one of them bitches.
Yeah.
My mama.
I sold one to Woo Partner that was up in Chicago, and then I sold one on eBay.
Oh yeah, that might have been our homie Beaston, our homie Corey.
Oh,
that might have been our homie Corey on everything. I met that nigga in real life, my nigga Beaston on everything.
Yeah.
Shout out to my nigga Beaston. That's Woo's video game son. He raised Beaston online. That's his next time you talk to Woo, say JD said that I heard you had another son and he lives in Chicago. His name is Beaston. He gonna start crying, bro. That's his son, bro. No lie. We all met on Madden, bro. No lie. We met Corey when he was like 18, and so he got to be about 30 something right now, bro. Like I said, we've been knowing we got kids and married and shit, you know what I mean? And as the years went along, matter of fact, we had a 15-year-old from Chicago, really from the from South Chicago, bro, really with the shit. But he grew up and went on to go into the some part of the military, moved to Arizona, and you know, we still tapped in with him, bro, 100%. That's my brother.
When you coming out the trenches in the shower with.
Boy, he was in the trenches, went to the military, and now he's in Arizona. On my, his first name on Xbox was Wiz Khalifa something, so we call him Wiz as his nickname on everything. So Wiz got to be like 25 right now, bro, on everything, 24 on everything. My dog, man.
It's crazy because back in the days, right? Like when I was like 18ish, like I was already out of high school, but like the homies, they used to play CS all the time, Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
and like you used to have to go to them internet cafes or whatnot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then like, but then they would, but then they got real. Some of them got real deep into it. Had the whole setup at the house. You know what I mean? Back then, it was expensive to have the cable, the connection because you had to be fast. You feel
what
me?
kind of game was that?
It was the first person shooter.
Oh,
yeah. It was like Call of Duty before Call of Duty, but it was only on the PCs, right? And like so, like, but these fools were they had like a clan, you know what I mean? And then like they also played the Halo all day. They had a clan in there too. And then we used to go down to LA all the time because you know what I'm saying, we was young aspiring artists and shit. But like they would have the homies out there that they play games with, you know what I mean? We would link with them. Yeah, we would link with them and shit. And I used to always clown before I met these cats. So I'd be like, because I never played online like that. I'd be like, you guys just met some fools online and shit. Like, you know what I mean? And then like, we meet these cats. I'm like, oh, and yeah, we still rock with some of them till this day. You know what I mean?
Thanks, bro. I got online in 2009.
I met all y'all like this shit.
I got online in 2009, bro, on the Xbox 360. And so however many years that is until this day, it's like I'm telling you, I got boys in my fantasy league. I got boys we talk to on the daily, Hefe and Renegade that do the Smoke Coast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They do the podcast, you know what I mean? Man, it's like, man, we really tuned in, bro, and that shit crazy because you met on the fucking video game.
For sure. But let me bring this last topic in.
Let's do it. Yeah, while you bring that up, I do want to mention I'm excited because I'm about to meet Clock finally because he's about to be down in the Bay for like 3 weeks.
Oh, that's your first time meeting him, big bro?
Yeah, but I had to talk to him every day. Like he will call me when he's overseas type of shit.
Yeah.
That's federal.
That left a woman dead and a man hospitalized. Police sources say the victims may have been targeted. CBS 2's John Diaz spoke with people who heard the commotion, and his video you'll only see here on 2.
Exclusive video shows the intense moments before a deadly shooting in Richmond Hill, Queens, just before midnight Tuesday. You can watch as 2 people wearing hoods which conceal their faces casually walk across Liberty Avenue by 127th Street, while a third paces along the sidewalk. The 3 then quickly whip out guns and start shooting into a parked car.
Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys have been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't anywhere else _time as she was shot in the head and unalive, hanging with a targeted man. Clarissa Burgos was a young woman from Brooklyn, New York that fell victim to gun violence in 2023, a day after Christmas. In the beginning, there wasn't much details, and all we had to go off was surveillance video that captured everything that transpired as the tragic event unfolded. Surveillance showed the victim Clarissa coming out of a Queens nightclub located on 127th Street and Liberty Avenue called Escape, then get into a black Honda sedan. The person in the car was a Brooklyn man that goes by the name Chinaman, who drove just a few feet forward after Clarissa got into the car, proceeded to stop as if they were waiting for someone or just having small talk. It was in that exact moment when two men wearing dark colored clothes, including a hoodie to hide their faces, can be seen on surveillance crossing the street, making their way in the direction of the car Clarissa got into. As they approached the vehicle, they began firing multiple bullets into the driver's side of the car, targeting the man who was driving. A third man was also seen firing into the car as he came from the opposite side of the street, as he was fired from the passenger side as bullets struck the vehicle. After firing, the suspects ran away and the driver of the Honda drove off. Articles say that the driver, who was also the initial target, drove all the way to the 103rd precinct instead of the hospital to alert the police of what just happened. It was then the driver would tell police that the girl he was with was shot in the head and she lost her life almost instantly as he made his way to the precinct. As time went on, we wouldn't hear much about the incident up until recently when it would come out that more people were involved than we thought, and this situation turned out to be a setup from the beginning targeting the driver. It went horribly wrong. We found out that another girl by the name of Chelsea Harris, aka Miss Chin, was arrested and charged for playing a role in trying to set the man up, which led to Clarissa losing her life instead. Harris was indicted and charged with murder for hire conspiracy, resulting in death and personal injury. NYPD believed 23-year-old Harris was paid a certain amount of money to lure Chinaman in, and the suspects in the shooting would come finish the rest. However, today, we will find out that Harris was in fact paid to play a small pawn in this big setup, but we now know who was behind it all and paying the money to get everything done. Well-known Brooklyn rapper on the come up by the name of Jeezy Moolah have been accused and charged for conspiring to take the life of the would-be victim and also being responsible for Clarissa Burgos losing her life. It said that he called the hit over a cell phone he wasn't even supposed to have while he was locked up, which would be considered contraband either way.
Oh, one thing I gotta say is that one of the shooters, the lawyer said that he was first introduced as a government witness, not a defendant. So that was put out there yesterday. Let me just
Another man from Queens was involved, according to law enforcement, by the name of Pacavell, aka Carl Smith. We're going to get into everything and how police tied these three to the shooting and what this means for Jeezy Moolah, who's already being held in federal custody for a separate yet similar crime committed back in 2017. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. If you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Like, Shorty just look like she just trying to live life. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to her, though.
Rest in peace, little mama.
Yeah, and that was the homegirl. So you used her as a pawn.
Yeah. He called that from jail or whatever.
So the boy Chinaman.
Yeah.
So the hit was supposedly to be on Chinaman.
Yeah.
Little baby just ended up happening to walk into the car at the wrong place at the wrong time.
She was already in the car. What happened was they were saying that they lured them out to a club or whatever that was in Queens because they from Brooklyn. All of them from Brooklyn, except the kid Pacavell, which they said that he was a government witness, but they was lured out to Queens and they went to a club. Homie hopped out. Him and the shorty was going out there, you know what I mean? And they hopped out and did what they did. You know what I'm saying? They allegedly saying that, Jeezy Moolah called it He already in the feds. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So
I
they
didn't know he was
flourished.
already locked up. I thought he was on the streets.
Nah, he
That's
in the
crazy.
feds. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
that's wild.
the case.
But
My-
what was the beat between Jeezy Moolah and China Man?
he was beefing. It was some shit going back and forth in the street because I think Jeezy had lost like 2 people behind that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and they was trying to get back at, you know, whoever they was beefing with, but they kept missing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, they hit their target.
Damn, I missed it. Missed again.
And Chinaman didn't even pass away in that situation. Lil Baby is the only one, huh?
Exactly.
That's fucked up, dog.
Yeah. And like, see, and what's crazy too is she was definitely like a casualty of war, and for lack of a better term, because it was like they do, even if you knew she was in the passenger, he still came through shooting that passenger side up from the other side. You know what I mean?
They too hyped up. Like, my thing is, why y'all ain't just sit in the V and just look at the car and see, you know, wait till the sun get out the V or something? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
I hate to bring fake shit into this, into real life shit, but in a scene in The Wire, you know what I mean? When the boy that was running the nightclub, when he get popped for trying to sell the police some drugs, he try and get not Omar, what's my boy name? Who?
Avon.
He tried to get Avon's people set up, right? And so Avon sent them niggas to go ahead and kill old boy, right? Because they got to drop in the whole shit, but not knowing that they was gonna have the police in the car with them. She was the police, but she was playing as the undercover old boy's girlfriend. You know what I mean? And nigga, they didn't even stop to look. They just knew that old boy because he was in his car, so they seen the car and they just let loose, not knowing that the bride was in the car. And she made it though. She made it through the. You know, I said I hate to bring fake shit into real life.
I mean, bro, why it was a real story though? It was a real thing.
I mean, you said like how you said though, motherfuckers just be too amped up, not really ready. You know what I mean? And everything. Bro.
Yeah.
World.
This is unfortunate, man.
Yeah, right in front of the club too,
bro.
So
I'ma
like
give it
there's
to you.
cameras like that. It's also another thing too. It's like, man, and I just shout out to Ice-T because he said this a long time ago in an interview and it always resonated with me. He said it's not about planning the crime. It was not just about planning the crime; it's planning the getaway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the main
And like,
thing.
yo, that one was fucked from the gate. He's sending the hit from jail or from the beat allegedly, right? And like, so you already have, the phone, all that shit, phone records.
Another thing they said is that the text that he sent was on Telegram. So for everybody out there that think that Telegram is safe because it's encrypted, it's not.
Yeah, or the WhatsApp or whatever they call it.
Because I'm gonna tell you, Tax Stone got caught up on the same thing.
Oh, you ain't lying.
He was sending messages trying to I think he was trying to holler at his sister to sway one of the witnesses, and that those messages got found on Telegram. So anybody thinking these online texting apps is safe?
Yeah, because he had like an iPad at first. He had like access to an iPad.
Yeah, I mean, it was access to iPad, iPhone, Google, whatever. People think because they say, "Oh, they're encrypted end to end." Like, nah, bro.
Look, bro, we just did a story. All three of us did a story, or it might have been a weekend wrap up. But we was talking about how Apple, on the other side of the pond, nigga, they released some data to the government, right? And Apple, they're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to release none of your stuff to the government unless they suppress it, right? But long story short is that, like, if you got underage weird stuff, your phone scans that. And if you got an iCloud, bro, they gonna scan that and it's gonna get to them people 100%. That's 100% facts.
Yeah.
You know, I forgot who
They did an episode of Black Mirror years ago. So it was this guy. It was like, it's in like a desolate future, right? But this guy, he's on his phone, he's watching porn. All of a sudden, it pops up some child pornography. Then something pops up. He gets a notification. Oh, we're gonna get you. You know what I mean? And these fucking robots come after him and relentlessly try to kill his food. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a it's like Twilight. I don't know if y'all ever fuck with Black Mirror. It's like a new era, a new age Twilight Zone. Every episode's different. But anyways, it's all about like tech. It's all tech based. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, bro, this is a good thing in a lot of regards. But it is, as far as finding them weirdos. But yeah, it's crazy that there is no privacy,
bro.
Yeah, there's not.
In attempts to look for
weirdos, it's not safe.
Bro, when I was just trying to text one of the rallies, it might have been one of y'all. I forgot who I was texting, right? But I was about to send a video or a picture or whatever it is. So I'm telling somebody, man, look, I'm finna send it. So when I text, I'm about to send picture or some shit like that, man, my photo option come all the way up already. You know what I mean? Or you can say when you're about to start texting and say, I'm at a certain place, your fucking location to come up. So it's already projecting what you're about to say and also giving you the option to bring up the shit you want to insert.
You see, I'm gonna tell you something too, right? When people buy these phones, you need to study and find out everything that these phones can do, because that's one of the things I did, especially with the new update.
Yeah, you got to click the agreement in order to make that motherfucker go through.
Yeah, but even after you do that, there's YouTube videos that you can watch that shows you all of the features, and you can make the adjustments that you need to make to calm some of that nonsense down to where
I'm a big fan of scripted crime shows and real life crime shows, whatever that shit is, right? And that digital footprint is real life shit. And just 20 years ago when we was doing what we was doing, that iPhone wasn't there, bro. 08, so it's like 16 years old, 18. I forgot what it is right now, but that motherfucker ain't even 20 years old. So it's just now 20.
Yeah, I think it's 2000 and
it's like 08. It was 08. I had the first iPhone. I've never had another phone since 2008, but an iPhone. But my point is like, look, bro, from where it is to where it's at right now, technology that motherfucker have and all that shit that I be watching, like, bro, the motherfuckers, that's all they got to do is just go to your phone, bro. And back then, like, if you want to bust a knock on your phone and type a nigga, man, meet me right here, woo, woo, woo. You know what I mean? Even though they really ain't tripping on smaller level shit. You know what I mean? Once you get to a bigger level, okay, they're gonna use your phone records against you if you're doing some narcotics ass shit. But my point is, no matter what you do on your phone, bro, or on your computer, and you try and motherfuckers is finding everything. Like, bro,
right?
Leave the fucking technology out of the bullshit, because that's you're done, bro. You bring technology into your bullshit life, bro.
I'm gonna tell you this too. When they picked Homeboy up, the Pacchiavelli dude, a day later they picked the chick up. Then a day later they connected Jeezy Boola to it.
3 days to get everybody.
Yeah. So the thing is, like I said, one of the attorneys was saying that he was presented as a government witness, not a defendant in the beginning.
Because he was already working. He flipped.
So my thing is, when these young boys do these crimes, they only doing it on the whole, like, it's like, okay, if I get away with it completely, we all good. But if I get popped, you know what I mean? Anything can happen.
He get the ET finger.
You know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why I be like, cats doing these hits for this little bit amount of money, 10,000, 5,000. First of all, you can't even pay for no good lawyer with that. You're not getting no bail with that, nothing. That's just enough for you to have a good time, flip it around or whatever. If you
7 minutes.
And if they get it
in 7 minutes.
That's what I'm saying.
If they get away with it, then naturally they're gonna commission another one, because they're gonna be like,
100%, because the bands is gone.
Yeah.
Now we charge 20.
This is why back in the days, so-called hits costed a lot of money. You had to pay about 50. You know what I mean?
50,
them dudes was professionals though, and I hate to say,
they was professionals.
The motherfucker would really do what they had to do, because that's what they really did though. You know,
and they would get their man.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Like,
That's why in today's day, like, bro, I just seen Kai Cenat on 2 commercials, bro. I seen him on a T-Mobile commercial with Snoop, and then he has his own McDonald's meal at McDonald's, right? And all he is a fucking streamer, bro. It ain't like he out there hooping and is an NBA Hall of Fame or slapping home runs, and this motherfucker's in phenom in baseball right now, or it ain't.
What's his McDonald's order?
And if getting NILs, this motherfucker's a fucking streamer. That's why it's so important for us to keep doing what we doing, because these young brothers that's pulling the triggers and rapping about it, or just even pulling the triggers and got names in the motherfucking hood for doing what they do, or just whooping a nigga and shit like that. Them young niggas, they got personality too, though, bro. 100%. They be some of the most funniest niggas on the block, or you know what I mean, just charismatic, got hope, whatever it may be, you know what I mean? And they need to know that they don't have to go and choose up on whatever side of the community they want to choose up to further that movement, man. You can further your own fucking movement by firing up your fucking phone, dog. And I'm just like, man, y'all don't gotta crash out. The crash out shit is whack, bro. 100%. You niggas is going to jail 18, 19, 20 years old. You know what I mean? You might have had some you know,
and rest in peace to baby girl. She you don't bystander in this situation, and they didn't even get their man.
You don't even know what it's like to feel like to pay bills and shit like that, and you throwing your life away, bro, and you going into that motherfucking jail, bro, to that penitentiary, and like this is how you growing up, bro. Like, come on now, man, you got to experience life, bro. Facts.
You know, let me see something. I wanted to, because I know y'all not really familiar with Jeezy Moolah. I'm just show you a little something on him.
Yeah, I never heard of bruh before.
Hold on.
What part of Brooklyn he from, bro?
I think he from the Floss. If I'm not mistaken, I think he from the Floss. Let me see something.
Earlier when you were when Slim was breaking down all the characters involved, right? He's like, yeah, they're all from Brooklyn except for the dude that snitched. He was like, the Pacaveli, whatever his name is. Yeah. Fuck him.
Fuck it up.
All right, look at this right here. This one is videos. Yeah.
Dang, he been locked since 2017. You said?
Watch this joint. Hold up. Find something. Yeah, you gotta watch that music.
Yeah, this is the first time I ever heard of him when y'all sent that link.
I never heard of bruh neither, bro.
Yeah, you gotta watch that music on the tube though. Yeah, you can't go crazy with that music on the tube. Let me see.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
They'll hit you
with that.
When they hit you with a copyright like that, all that is that you just can't get no money off the video.
Yeah, and then they'll give you an option to scrub it out too.
Yeah.
And if it's an upload, it'll tell you right away, like, hey, you're trying to upload this, and at this minute mark right here, you know what I mean? They'll diagnose it real quick.
All right, this is him on This Is 50. Shout out to This Is 50. Fair use.
Man, got my boy Punch with me, man. I'm here to tell you all the facts, man. Everything authentic, you heard?
Boom, motherfucker. This nigga got a lot of motherfucking paper from hoes, man. This is the right nigga to hit up right now, man. Hit double tap hard out, something nice. Let's go. Yo, you already see what it is, man. This is 50.com. Mr. Brooklyn everywhere. I'm back, though. I got my guy with me.
I'm here, man. Right. I'm here, man.
Bang. Let's be clear. Jeezy.
Yeah.
If there's a headline with something bad in it, your name is in it. If there's something controversial, your name is in it. Why the negativity instead of the positivity?
To be real with you, like, I feel like some people throw bad on my name, you know?
Yeah.
People that don't honestly know me, the real me or who I am. I feel like I'm a good person. I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Like, as far as the youngins, I feel like I motivate them. I don't lead them in the wrong way.
Yeah.
So sometimes people look at my image and take it the wrong way, you understand what I'm saying? Or think that he just some cocky kid that get money and he just running the streets, but it's really not like that.
So then let's start the story. Who's Jeezy Moolah?
Jeezy Moolah, that's the kid from Flatlands, from Canarsie. I grew up in Canarsie. You know, honestly, I could say I was running the streets, but as growing up, I changed what I had going on. You understand what I'm saying? Turned everything to the positive. Got introduced to the music life.
Yeah.
Had a couple people trying to help me out, lead me the right way, you know, where I need to be. So as people started helping me out and all of that, I got everything together.
Yeah.
Jeezy Moolah came outside, driving around, foreign cars, you know, getting money. Doing
I mean, you kind of understand this. We're not talking about like Alexis at BM. You was doing all right out here.
Yeah, we definitely was doing good cars. We was doing.
What you was driving? You gotta. This is the time to talk the shit. You can't be the fly caption guy and be in a hit. You gotta. What you was driving in at 18, 19 years old?
Ferraris, Lambos. 17, I had a Rari in the hood. You know, I was pulling up on Flatlands in the Rari.
Yeah.
But it wasn't no like I'm trying to stun on nobody or degrade anybody. Like this was to bring us up because if I could do it, so can you.
What really just pushed you? Was it you just trying to look like?
All right. Yeah, you know, that's give you a little scope on, you know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, okay, the kid pulling up, he pulling up in the big horses.
Oh no, yo, son had that Bentley truck you seen in that joint. That was his shit.
Word.
That's the last joint he had before he got caught up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's when you pull up the This Is 50 era. I mean the This Is 50 interview. That's that still World Star era, early 13, 14, 15, 16. You know what I mean? Right before the drill started. He's before Schmurder in it.
Right around the same time.
Same time, you know, okay. On my mama. So right before the drill started really kicking off on my mama. And so he probably, if the nigga wouldn't have got locked up, and like how Schmurder and them got locked up, nigga, when Pop and them started really kicking off in the 19, like bro, they had just missed that wave. They could have been some of them niggas that was because like I never heard of Bray. You know what I mean?
Some was touching paper out there. He
been in that era of when the drill first started, he would have been one of them niggas because he was already one of them boys.
Yeah, so and you said he's in the feds right now for something similar, right? That's what they were saying.
Nah, he in the feds for the scam issue for getting money. You know
okay. I thought it was for some kind of shooting.
Matter of fact, let me show you. Let me just.
Now the nigga got allegedly a body on his motherfucking paperwork. Orchestrating a hit, allegedly. And if he was in jail for scamming, nigga, that nigga had a date.
Whatever I want to do, I just fucking do it, nigga. Broke ass nigga, that nigga can't stop nothing we got going on, pussy nigga.
Niggas hating on the product, what the fuck it do? Niggas hating on the product cause I'm making moves. 4, 5, 6 on the dice, I will never look, but can't boom, 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 boom. You know where this makes boy OG product bring up edition that Garris News, you know, Schlingo, Trap, Neo, Cutter later. Fuck good mo, nigga, schmool as we should. Oh man, goddamn, things that makes you go, talk nice, mama. Anyway, man,
just a little something, you know what I mean? Son was really getting to it though. He was touching it for real. You know
I'm kind of mad. I wasn't even aware of bruh.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of cases, you know, get into the bag that you know they known in what they known in, but they not known on them, you know, in the industry just yet. They like he knew Tax Stone, so he was starting to kind of like if Tax Stone would have been out, Tax Stone would have interviewed him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because he fuck with Tax Stone heavy, you know what I mean? But
yeah, because Tax Stone is he's a blood from Brooklyn, right?
Well, used to be. I don't think he don't rep that joint no more.
Oh, word.
Cool with him, but he don't rep it no more though. He make that clear on his podcast.
Is he able to do that? Oh, that was before he even went in.
Man, let me tell you something about Tax. Don't do what he want to do.
You ain't lying.
Word, I gotta give it up, man. Like he came, he was a force to be reckoned with in his podcast world.
You ain't lying, bro. Like who was it? It was I think it was Charlamagne started bringing him on as a guest.
Yeah, then he went on Combat Jack, and you know,
yeah,
he was having his own show and stuff like that. But you know, free him. You know what I'm saying?
Because he was all the way a fool with it too. I remember one time they asked him about his eye. He was like, "Oh yeah." He told his whole story about there was this kid. He's just bullying him. He used to bully this kid all the time.
So he would grab him and his girl ass at the same time.
Yeah, he'd be like, grab the bitch's ass in front of him. And then one of them days, he said he saw them. They're about to walk into their crib. He just went up and gave him a full Nelson. Start yoking him up.
Yeah,
And the
and
dude
son
just
shot
pulled
him.
the strap out and bah.
Yeah, that shit crazy. But yeah, we about to get ready to close this joint out, man. Free Jeezy Moolah, you know what I'm saying? Free Tax Stone, you know what I mean? You know, all the Brooklyn Knights, man, all the New Yorkians. You feel me? And yeah, JD, where you at, man? Come by them curtains, man.
Oh, I got the medicine going. I got the medicine going, man. We trying to make this shit go where we want it to go, man. 100%. You already know. I'm checking the analytics, and we got motherfuckers in the comments on this on the Jaguar White stuff, and you know what I mean, this really got me going because this motherfucker booming. So you know what I mean, man. Look, it shows that our content getting out there, man. 10 toes on this grind, man. Good looking for having me today, big bro. I sure appreciate you. I mean,
tell them where to catch you at.
Heart to Start podcast, Jen Wealth, Miles Peacock 24, Spencer the Guru, a fan's perspective, and Stay Tuned Live, man. That's where you can catch me at, man. Monday through Sunday, bro. 100%. Let's get it.
Bogey, tell them where to catch you at.
Hey, anywhere you consume your music, Bogart, Scott Free, Apple, Spotify, all that shit. And definitely catch me on the Gen Wealth Net and the Heart to Start. And yeah, you'll see me periodically over here on Boogie Vision. You feel me?
For sure. You already know this Boogie 45. This Fans Perspective, episode 6, and there's a wrap.
Sir.
Yeah, man.
Good episode.
Hell
yes,
yeah.
Sir.
This motherfucker just said, so the motherfucker didn't he must didn't watch the whole video. The motherfucker says, hold on, let me